now we have all the cursive vanishing books, but now we need cursive binding. These guys are not doing the deed. Okay, so I think I'm just gonna break one of these lecterns and just place it down here and hope that one of them latches onto it like this. No, I think it needs to be at their feet, like this. Yeah, okay, so I can just break and replace it like this. Cursive vanishing again, I need cursive binding. Alright, we got cursive binding, but it's 26 emeralds, bro. I have to trade him something though, so I'll have to go get some paper, I guess. Alright, so we locked in the trade, but now we need to get a bunch more emeralds so I can afford the rest. So basically, I chopped down a bunch of jungle trees and then crafted all the wood into sticks and traded those sticks to Fletchers for emeralds. Alright, that should be it. We should now have all the cursive binding and all the cursive vanishing enchantments. So we can fly back over to the underground base. I'm pretty sure it's cheapest enchantment-wise to combine these first. Oh, that can't be right. That's 4 for each of them. I'll be out of XP like immediately. Let me just see how expensive it is to add it. Alright, we got our 4 terrible armor pieces. This project is so stupid. Alright, so I think it probably will be cheaper to combine these. Yeah, you can actually put both. That's crazy. Alright, well, let's get our cursive binding, cursive vanishing elytra. That's hilarious. Ah, bro. I'm already out of levels. Dang it. I'm so broke in this game, bro. Alright, well, I gotta head up to my farm. Alright, so now we can add the curses to our pants. Alright, and now we can enchant the boots. And we can't do the carved pumpkin yet. Wait. You can still? You can still do that? I thought it was removed. You could still add curses to it. Okay, never mind. I thought I was gonna have to go into an older version to get that. No, okay, you can still enchant that. That is so cool. I mean, I'm currently in 1.21.8, so maybe they removed that in like a slightly later version or something. Alright, well, let's enchant our carved pumpkin with cursive binding and cursive vanishing. I honestly didn't even think I was gonna be able to get both curse enchantments on any individual piece of item, and I definitely didn't think I was gonna be able to get it on the pumpkin. But I do have to be careful now, because if I put any of these on, actually, I think if I put this on, I literally will never be able to get it off because carved pumpkins don't have durability. So actually I won't be able to take the elytra off either, so I gotta be careful. So really I should not have any of these in my hotbar, because if I accidentally right click on them, it'll put it on automatically, and that would not be good. But next we're actually gonna add Unbreaking 3 and Mending to all these armor pieces, except for the pumpkins. You can't do that. You might be thinking, why would you do that? That would make them better, right? Well, no, because these have cursive binding, meaning they cannot be taken off. And because this set of armor is going to be worse than not having armor on at all, the only way to get them off is going to be to break them. So the harder it is to break them, then the worse this armor is. So we're going to get Unbreaking 3 on these 3 pieces because we can't get it on the pumpkin, which I think I already have a Mending villager, but I don't think I have an Unbreaking 3 villager. No, I just have 2 Mending villagers. So I guess I'll turn this other villager down here into an Unbreaking 3 villager, and then I'm gonna have to chop down more trees.
Bye, have a great
That guy just left. Or no, he's trying to leave. Huh, idiot. Alright, I have not gotten Unbreaking 3, but I've got Unbreaking 2. And I might just need to make do with that because this is taking so long. I would need to get 6 of those, so I think I can do that. No. Why did that happen? I just went to go craft some books and then he lost the trade. Why did that even happen? He just, okay. I'm done with this game, bro. Alright, I'm actually glad it messed up because I just got an Unbreaking 3 trade. Let's go. So now I need to get a bunch of emeralds. Alright, so I got all the enchanted books, so now we just need to combine them. Alright, so that's all of them, so now we just need to grab all of our armor. I'll be really careful not to put any of it on. And we just need to add this. Oh, wait, actually, that's the wrong book. Alright, and I'm gonna run out of enchantments, but I already don't have enough, so I gotta go grind at the mob farm again. This is literally the dumbest video I've ever made. Alright, and now we can add it to the elytra. Alright, and then the leather pants. And just to check, I want to make sure you can't enchant this with anything else. Yeah, no, you can't. You can just get the curses on the pumpkin. Alright, and now we've gotten all the curse enchantments and Unbreaking and Mending, so these are like as impossible to remove as possible. Oh, wait. No. Oh, I'm stupid. You can't have it on the elytra because then it can heal. That defeats the whole point. Actually, on the elytra, I shouldn't have either of them, right? I mean, the Unbreaking kind of do anything on the elytra. Well, I'm actually stupid. How do I get that off? I'm gonna have to grindstone it and then put the curses back on. Alright, well, I'm stupid, so back to the grind, I guess. Alright, I got the books again. So I just need to grab the anvil from up here. No, you're kidding me. Okay. Well, I can grindstone this elytra. Oh, dude, I am so dumb. You don't even need to just broke my anvil for no reason. You can't even take curses off of items. That's actually crazy. Okay, so yeah, I think I want to do this because Mending definitely need to take off. Unbreaking 3 would just kind of add nothing. So if anything, it would just make it cooler for no reason. So I think it makes sense to just take it off because it's already broken. So Unbreaking wouldn't do anything. How do I know this is gonna actually work and not put it on me? I don't know how these work. Let me try something else. Okay, right-clicking puts it on. Oh, actually, both put it on. Okay. Okay, I just don't want to put these on accidentally. It'll just be stuck on me forever. Alright, now the helmet and the elytra are actually done. These are the worst possible helmet and chest plates you can get in the game. But there's still a bunch more we can do for these two. And the next thing we're going to do to these armor pieces is get the worst possible armor trim designs. And you might be thinking, how do you determine what the worst armor trim designs are? That's just based off personal taste. Well, that would be true if there wasn't an objective way to measure personal taste. So I made a community post. That's just the best option I have available. And the most common sentiment I saw was that Rib and Vex are the worst armor trims, and that Iron and Copper are the ugliest armor trim designs. So first off, I'm gonna go make sure I don't already have that. Okay, I have Spire. Someone said Spire is bad, but I don't have Vex. How do you get the Vex one? I don't get it. I thought I would have gotten some armor trims. Oh, okay, here's some. I have Dune, Coast, but no Rib or Vex. Alright, so apparently you can find the Rib armor trim in Nether Fortress chests, and the Vex armor trim in Woodland Mansion chests. So I guess I'll start by getting the Rib armor trim, because that's going to be a little bit easier. Alright, so I guess we'll just start by flying out into a random direction and search for a Nether Fortress, I guess. Bro, I guess I already reached a dead end. Guess I'll have to mine to a Nether Fortress. Okay, actually, I just checked the footage of the last episode and found the coordinates of the last Nether Fortress we went to, so I'm heading to those coordinates. Alright, and here we are. So now I just gotta hope that they actually have enough loot chests to find the Rib armor trim. Bro, I can't even find a single loot chest. What is going on? Alright, honestly, I'm not sure that there is even loot chests in this Nether Fortress. I think I'm just gonna try and find another one. Alright, and after a while of flying around, I eventually found another fortress. Alright, I finally found another fortress. Oh my god, finally, an actual chest. No Rib armor trim though. So it looks like I've already been here, because there's like blocks marking the ground. But I guess I didn't loot all the chests, so I guess I'll still explore it. Oh my god, I almost just hit that pigman. Bro! Did you just drop a skeleton head? Dude, let's go. Now we have two. We only need one more for a wither skeleton. Or for a wither. To spawn the wither, whatever.